So we're kind of dead on stuff in Destiny 2. So we're going to be starting up a little bit of series this month talking about different weapons, different sandboxes, and different weapon archetypes that are pretty good that you might not know about. Now this video, based on the title, is going to be highlighting why SMGs are so good in PvP, and they're probably one of my favorite weapons to use compared to hand cannons and pulse rifles. Now, are these going to be dominating pulse rifles and hand cannons in certain scenarios? Of course not. Those are universally some of the best weapons you can use still in the PvP sandbox, but don't sleep on my SMG, man. And one of the SMGs we're going to slightly be talking about in this video is the Multi-Mach CCX, which is an Iron Banner weapon that you can get currently this week. Now, it's not going to be, let's say, an easy weapon to obtain. You have to deal with the great RNG Jesus of Iron Banner, and it's a Whirlpool drop, so you either get it from the end of a match, or you can cash in tokens and maybe get it. So it's safe to say that things aren't on your side, but this is a solid PvP weapon, as well as the Risk Runner. Risk Runner is pretty fun, especially if you got, you know, Arc of Souls going up against with the Warlocks. Those things can trigger some really pissing off moments, and I will fuck you up with the Risk Runner. So with that being said, let's just talk about the SMG vibe in PvP and why it works so well. Now, one of the reasons it works so well is the demise of auto rifles. Now, auto rifles, if you guys don't remember, used to be the absolute king of everything in PvP at one point, especially with Season of the Arrivals. This is where everything started. It kind of kicked off and kind of was going a little bit with Season of the Hunt, but then it quickly got died out, and the sandbox changes have, I guess you could say, brought back hand cannons, and I guess you could say there's been a slow resurgence of pulse rifles. So do keep in mind that these two weapons are probably top tier choices in PvP sandbox, but that left a void for the fully automatic weapon choice for players, and SMGs fit this very well. Now, one of the things about auto rifles that really wasn't the best thing, and never really was it didn't have great range compared to, let's say, hand cannons potentially and pulse rifles. So with them nerfing them overall, it kind of left that void of a close quarter fully automatic weapon, and the SMGs have always been built for that, but with the fear of another Recluse, I guess Bungie's been a little bit hesitant on things, but they have stopped sunsetting weapons, and I guess they're committed to rotating these sandboxes certain ways, and currently, the SMG sandbox got pretty good stuff. They buffed stuff a little bit, they made stability and changed the recoil patterns for pretty much universally all SMGs, so for the most part, especially for console players, recoil control is definitely more manageable, specifically for SMGs compared to what it used to be. Now, on top of that, these are some of the most high rate of fire weapons you can use compared to, let's say, certain machine guns. So that has another thing on their side, and specifically the Multi-Mach has a perk that is unique to it itself, and that is Iron Grip. Now, this Multi-Mach you're seeing on screen has Iron Grip, and if you guys don't know what it does, it increases the stability by plus 20 with the trade-off of minus 30 reload speed. Now, some of the other perks I have on this weapon that really help it out is Killing Wind and Accurized Rounds, really helping out with, you know, Accurized Rounds range, and then give me some sort of benefit to my next engagement with Killing Wind. Killing Wind, guys, for SMGs is so good in all, but specifically for PvP, I love it a lot. Now, on top of that, we have Model 8 Red Sight, which isn't really that important. It gives me plus 13 range and a plus 4 zoom stat, but I also have Model 6 Loop, which I'm not using currently, which does a plus 9 range, a plus 3 zoom, and a plus 8 handling. So again, not currently using those, but again, those are some of the things I do have on this Multi-Mach, which makes it a very solid weapon. Now, another good one is the Risk Runner. This is an exotic energy weapon, and one of the reasons why it's so good is that overall it's a pretty solid PvP weapon itself, especially if you get the Catalyst, which helps increase your range. But at the same time, Arc Soul Warlocks are a little bit on the rampage right now, if you guys haven't noticed, specifically in Trials as well. Some of the best things is that they love to, you know, utilize and say, hey, we're going to, you know, hit you with this Arc Soul. It's auto aim turret, and it's kind of annoying. But guess what? Risk Runner is there to pretty much chain that art reaction, and with the kinetic ammo change in general, you guys will be shooting an infinite amount of bullets at these people and chaining them up with a static electricity if they are close enough. So this is one of the best things to counter arc damage weapons or arc damage abilities in PvP. And guys, if they find out you have a Risk Runner, they probably might, you know, change your subclass. It happened to me a couple times in Trials already, where I used this weapon when they're using Arc Soul, and guess what? They hopped off that train and said, we're getting screwed because we can't be next to each other, and Trials is a big component of staying next to each other. So again, SMGs do have a place in this meta, and do not sleep on them. They're very fun. I'm loving them a lot. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much a quick little video telling you guys about SMGs. Don't sleep on them, guys. Do not sleep on them. Definitely keep them in your pocket. Now, one of my favorite ones currently is the Multi-Mach CCX. Seguro's Wrath is another solid one you get from Trials. This is a Void Energy SMG. Again, Risk Runner is another solid one, but In all, guys, SMGs have a place in PvP. Do not sleep in them at all. If you guys get one, check it out on PvP, see how it performs. And again, we're going to be coming out with videos in the coming days and weeks talking about different weapons, whether SMGs and different sandboxes, different pulse rifles, all these different stuff. Talking about weapons you should get for this reason before it gets vaulted in February. To give you guys a little bit of a guide to what you should be looking for in this dead period for Destiny 2. And in general, we have some stuff with the 30th anniversary we'll be going over when that stuff releases. But until then, guys, in Destiny, content's going to be strictly just talking about stuff you should do, stuff you should get, and why you should get these different things. But yeah, with that being said, guys, all I got for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely drop this video a like. And if you guys are new here and want more content from me, definitely hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, that's all I got for this one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.